Hello students, welcome to the YouTube channel of Sri Krishna Sharda College Hailakandi. Myself, Dr. Rupam Sen, Department of Physics, SS College Hailakandi. Today we are going to discuss the work done during isothermal and adiabatic process, and we will going to find the expression of work done during isothermal and adiabatic process. Our first topic is to find the expression of work done during isothermal process. Here there are two figures. In figure 1, here there is a cylinder having perfect gas and fitted with a frictionless piston. In figure 2, there is a cylinder with a frictionless piston which is pushed upward by the gas. Since gas pushes the piston upwards, hence work is done. And since the process is isothermal, so we are going to find the work done during isothermal process. Okay. Now let us consider 1 mole of a perfect gas contained in a cylinder having conducting walls and fitted with a frictionless piston. As I already mentioned, in figure 1, there is a cylinder fitted with a frictionless piston and walls of the cylinder is conducting. Okay. Now, when the piston is moved through a small distance dx, you have already seen that in figure 2, the gas pushes the piston upwards through a small distance dx. Since the piston is moved upward through a small distance dx, hence work is done, and we are going to find the expression of work done in isothermal process. Okay. Since the piston is moved through a small distance dx, hence the work done is very small, and this small work done is denoted by dw. So we can write dw equal to f dx. We know work equal to force into displacement. That's why we can write dw equal to f dx. F is the force applied by the gas to the piston and dx is the small displacement of the piston in upward direction. Therefore, we can say in next line dw equal to p into a into dx. How we can write p into a into dx? Because we know pressure equal to force by area. That's why force equal to pressure into area. Thus, in second line, we have written dw equal to p into a into dx. Okay, that implies dw equal to p dv, because area into displacement here is dx and a into dx is dv. So dw equal to p into dv, where capital A is the cross-sectional area of the piston and dv is the increase in volume. Why there is increase in volume? Because piston is moved upwards, and that's why there is an increase in volume of the cylinder. Okay. When the gas expands isothermally from initial state P1 V1, suppose we consider initially the pressure of the gas is P1 and volume of the gas is V1, and the final state of the gas is P2 and V2. That is, final pressure of the gas is P2 and final volume of the gas is V2 after the piston is moved upward. The amount of work done is given by W equal to integration of dW. That implies W equal to, in case of dW we can put P dV, and here V is the variable whose limit is V1 to V2. We mark this equation as equation number 1. For 1 mole of a perfect gas, we can write PV equal to RT. That implies P equal to RT by V. Putting the value of pressure P, which is RT by V, in equation 1, we get W equal to RT by V into dV, where V is the variable and whose limit is V1 to V2. During isothermal process, temperature remains constant, as we know. In isothermal process, temperature always remains constant. That's why we can write W equal to, since R and T are constants, then both the terms come out from the integration, and we can write W equal to RT integration limit V1 to V2 dV by V. That implies W equal to RT, and the standard integration formula of dV by V is log V2 by V1 base E. That implies W equal to, W means work done, equal to 2.303 RT log V2 by V1 base 10. Here we transfer the base E to base 10, and that's why the term 2.303 comes. That's why the expression of work done is 2.303 RT log V2 by V1 base 10. This is the required expression of work done in isothermal process. Okay, now we move to the next topic of today, that is, we shall find the expression of work done during adiabatic process. Here you can see the same figure, the same two figures. That is, in first figure there is a cylinder consists of a frictionless piston, and inside the cylinder there is a perfect gas. In figure 2, there is a cylinder and the piston is pushed upward by the gas, and hence work is done. But main difference of the earlier case and present case is, in earlier case the work is done during isothermal process, and here work is done during adiabatic process. So let us consider 1 mole of a perfect gas contained in a cylinder having non-conducting walls and fitted with a frictionless piston. In earlier case we consider conducting walls for isothermal process, and here since the process is adiabatic, that's why we consider non-conducting walls of the cylinder, and the cylinder is fitted with a frictionless piston. Okay, now when the piston is moved through a small distance dx, so when the piston is moved through a small distance dx under pressure P given by the gas, the work done is given by dW equal to F dx, just like in earlier case. That implies dW equal to pressure into area into dx. In case of force, we can write pressure into area. That implies dW equal to P dV, because area into displacement A into dx equal to dV. Here A is the cross-sectional area of the piston and dV is the increase in volume of the cylinder, or we can say increase in volume of the gas. Now the work done in an adiabatic change from the initial state P1 V1, that is, initial state of the gas is P1 V1, which means the initial pressure of the gas is P1 and initial volume of the gas is V1, to the final state P2 V2, which means the final pressure of the gas is P2 and final volume of the gas is V2, and therefore the work done can be written as W equal to integration dW. That implies W equal to integration P dV. In case of dW we can put P dV, and since V is the variable, volume is the variable, that's why the limit is V1 to V2. The lower limit of V is V1, which is the initial volume of the gas, and V2 is the final volume of the gas, which is the lower limit and upper limit of the volume. This equation is marked as equation number 1. Now for an adiabatic change, we know PV to the power gamma equal to constant. and suppose that constant is capital K. You can ask, what is gamma? Gamma is a constant and it can be written as Cp by Cv. We know what is Cp, we know what is Cv, and the ratio of Cp by Cv is called gamma. Okay. From above equation, we can write P equal to K by, K is the constant, K by V to the power gamma. That implies P equal to K V to the power minus gamma. Putting the value of P in equation 1, we have work done W equal to K V to the power minus gamma dV, and the limit of V, that is limit of volume, is V1 to V2. V1 is the lower limit and V2 is the upper limit of the volume. That implies W equal to K divided by 1 minus gamma and V to the power 1 minus gamma, and limit here is V1 to V2. Okay, that implies W equal to, W means work done, equal to K by 1 minus gamma into V2 to the power 1 minus gamma minus V1 to the power 1 minus gamma, where V2 and V1 is the upper limit and lower limit of the variable. Here variable is the volume. Okay. In next line we can write W equal to K by gamma minus 1 into V1 to the power 1 minus gamma minus V2 to the power 1 minus gamma. That implies W equal to 1 by gamma minus 1 into K V1 to the power 1 minus gamma minus K V2 to the power 1 minus gamma. Okay, I think you can understand this line. Here K is outside the bracket, and in next line we multiply both the terms inside the bracket by K. Okay, in next line we find W equal to 1 by gamma minus 1 P1 V1 to the power gamma into V1 to the power 1 minus gamma minus P2 V2 to the power gamma into V2 to the power 1 minus gamma. You can ask how this term P1 V1 to the power gamma comes in case of K. As we know, PV to the power gamma equal to constant, and that constant is denoted by K. And considering this case, we can write P1 V1 to the power gamma equal to constant. Okay, and similarly we can put P2 V2 to the power gamma equal to also constant, and that constant is K. That's why we can write, in case of this K, we can write P1 V1 to the power gamma, and in case of this constant K, we write P2 V2 to the power gamma. Okay, and in next line we can write W, that is work done, equal to 1 by gamma minus 1 into P1 V1 minus P2 V2, which is marked as equation number 2. Again we know PV equal to RT. That's why we can write P1 V1 equal to RT1 and P2 V2 equal to RT2. Thus, the work done from equation 2, we can write W equal to, that is work done, equal to 1 by gamma minus 1 into RT1 minus RT2. Okay, in case of P1 V1 we put RT1, and in case of P2 V2 we put RT2. In next line we can write work done W equal to R by gamma minus 1 into T1 minus T2. Okay, this is the required expression of work done in adiabatic process. These are the two topics we have discussed today: the expression of work done during isothermal process and the expression of work done during adiabatic process. In next class, we will find the relation PV to the power gamma equal to constant for an adiabatic process. analysis. Okay. Thank you for attending the class. Thank you once again, and keep watching the YouTube channel of Sri Krishna Sharda College. Thank you.